Since the arrival of the first missionaries, after only 1 year of the conquest of Tenochtitlan, and thanks to the preaching of the gospel and the example of the friars, who with such love, dedication, and unselfishness took it upon themselves to educate that heathen town, slowly but surely, that heathen town started converting to the real God and to request baptism. Among the first that were baptized, there was a very simple and modest man by the name of Juan Diego. He was born in Cuautitlan, but he lived in Tultepec with his paternal uncle, Juan Bernardino. And from there he would go every Saturday all the way to Tlatelolco to attend Mass with Our Lady and to Christian doctrine classes. It was very early in the morning on Saturday, December 9th, 1531, that Juan Diego was on his way to Tlatelolco to attend Mass and to attend Christian doctrine classes. As he was passing in front of the hill of El Tepeyac, he was listening to something that sounded like many exotic birds singing from top of the hill. He stopped for a moment to think about what that beautiful sound was, when suddenly he heard a voice that said,
Juanito, Juan Dieguito, the smallest of my children, where are you going?
My dear mother, I'm going to Mexico, to Tenochtitlan, to listen to the holy words that our priest teaches us, the delegates of our Lord.
I am the always Virgin Saint Mary, Mother of the true God, by whom one lives. I sincerely hope that a temple is erected here, to show and to give my love, compassion, help, and defense to you. Go to the bishop and give him my message.
Immediately, he bowed before her and told her,
Yes, my mother, as you wish. I am now off to serve your mandate, and I say goodbye to you, your humble servant.
Juan Diego, obedient to the command of the Queen of Heaven, set out on his way to the episcopal palace. He is received by Fray Pedro, who asked him,
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Bishop Sumarraga.
Bishop Sumarraga left me with the governor, and he won't be back until later today.
But please tell him that I have a very important message for him.
Tell me your message, and I will tell him when he gets back.
No, I must tell him myself. I shall wait here for him.
As you wish.
When the bishop arrived at his residence, Juan Diego bent over and knelt before him.
Justice. Come here, son. Get closer. Tell me, who are you and what do you need from me?
Bishop Sumarraga, I am Juan Diego from Cuautitlan, and I have a message to you from the Lady of our Heavens.
But what are you saying?
Yes, Father, this morning, as I was going to Mass, the Lady of our Heavens appeared to me next to the hill of El Tepeyac, and she told me to come tell you that she is the Mother of God, and that it is her will that you build a temple for her next to that hill.
This is incredible. Is what you're telling me the truth? Maybe you just had a dream about it, my son.
Of course I didn't dream about this. I saw her with my very own eyes. Now tell me, will you build the temple for her?
Let me think about this. For now, go with God, and we'll talk another day.
As you wish, Bishop.
Juan Diego left the palace of the bishop very sad, because he had realized that the prelate had not believed anything he said. They didn't pay attention to the message from the Lady from Heaven. He crossed the city streets and went directly to the top of the hill of Tepeyac. There, she was waiting. When he saw her, he knelt in front of her, and she said to him,
Juanito, Juan Dieguito, I have been waiting for you.
My mother, I gave the message to the bishop as you asked me to, but he didn't believe me. Perhaps you should send somebody who's well respected, who's well known and esteemed, because I'm just a poor Indian who isn't worth anything.
I have chosen you. Tomorrow you will go see the bishop. Tell him that I, in person, the ever Virgin, Saint Mary, Mother of God, have personally sent you.
As you wish, my mother.
Sunday after Mass, Juan Diego went to the palace of the bishop and told him,
Mr. Bishop! Mr. Bishop!
It's you again. What do you want now?
Mr. Bishop, This morning I saw our Mother of our Heavens again, and she told me to come back to you to tell you that it is her will that you build that temple for her next to the hill of El Tepeyac.
What you were saying could be true, but this matter is extremely delicate. Why don't you just forget about it, my son?
As you wish, Bishop.
Wait. Hold on. Let's do one thing. If you see her again, tell her I need a sign to fulfill her will.
But Bishop, what sign would you like so I can tell her?
She will know better than I do, my son. Now go on, because I'm really busy right now.
Yes, Bishop.
Fray Pedro!
Yes, Your Excellency?
I want you and another friar to follow that Indian that's living right now. I want to know what he does, where he goes, and who he talks to.
Very good, Sir Bishop. I will follow that Indian without losing him for a single moment, so you will know that he's lying to you.
Okay, go.
Where the ravine passes near the bridge of the Tepeyac, those who were following Juan Diego lost sight of him. They looked long and hard for him, but they never found him. They returned to the bishop's palace, very angry, to inform him and to tell him that he shouldn't believe anything that Indian had said. In the meantime, Juan Diego arrived where the Virgin waited and told her,
My dear mother, I took your message to the bishop as you asked me to, but he told me that he wanted a sign from you to believe in what you're saying.
It's okay, my son. Tomorrow you will return with the bishop, and you will take him a sign. I will compensate you for your care, your tiredness, and all the work you have done for me. Leave now, and I will wait for you here until tomorrow.
Yes, mother.
When Juan Diego arrived home, he found that his uncle, Juan Bernardino, was seriously ill.
Juan Dieguito, please help me. I'm dying.
Uncle, I shall stay with you and you shall be better by tomorrow.
No, tomorrow will be too late. Go get Father so I can confess and he can help me and prepare me to death.
Yes, Uncle.
On Tuesday, very early in the morning, Juan Diego left to Tlatelolco to find the priest. Upon arriving close to the Tepeyac, he thought that if he followed the usual way, the Lady from Heaven would see him and ask him to take the sign to the bishop. So he went around the hill and walked up a different path and made it around towards the other side so that he could get to Mexico faster and not be detained from the Lady from Heaven. To one side of the hill, the Virgin came out to meet him and said to him,
Juan Dieguito, how are you, my son? Where are you going?
Forgive me, my mother, but my uncle's dying, and now I'm off to get a priest for him so he can come back and prepare him for death. After that, I will come back to you, and I will take the message of you has asked me to towards the bishop.
My son, am I not here? Am I not your mother? Do not worry about your uncle's illness. He has been healed. Now go up to the summit of the hill of the Tepeyac. There you will find a variety of roses. Cut them and immediately bring them to my presence.
Yes, mother.
Juan Diego went up the hill, and when he reached the summit, he was amazed that there were so many roses, because it wasn't their time of year. Besides, it was too cold for roses. He then began to cut them and place them on his cloak. He immediately went back down and took all the different colored roses to the Lady from Heaven. She then took them on her hands and placed them back on Juan Diego's cloak and told him,
My son, this is the sign you will take the bishop. These diversity of roses should convince him that this is my will, and he should complete it. Now I command you to only show him what is within your cloak when you see the bishop.
Yes, Mother.
After this, Juan Diego set out on the road that led straight to Mexico. He was very happy and sure that everything would turn out right. He was very careful with the roses, that he was holding on to them so tightly to his chest, so that not a single rose petal would fall to the ground. He was enjoying the fragrance from the roses that he was holding on to so dearly.
You? You again? What do you want?
I'd like to speak to Bishop Sumarre again.
No! He's too busy. He can't see you right now.
But please tell him that I bring the message that he has asked me for.
No. Show me this sign.
No, I must only show him. Please.
Fine. I will see if he has time for you. Wait here.
I need to see.
Then he went to tell the bishop what he had seen, and to tell him that the Indian who he had seen on various occasions was back asking to see him. The bishop realized that what Juan Diego was holding on to so tightly was a sign.
Juan Diego.
Mr. Bishop, I bring before you the sign that you have asked me for, and also the sign that our mother sends to you, so that you fulfill her will, and the temple next to El Tepeyac is built, and also so that the words and my messages that come from me appear. Receive them.
As Juan Diego spread his cloak, the roses scattered on the floor, and suddenly appeared the beautiful picture of the Ever Virgin, Holy Mother of God, the same way that it is, and is kept safe today in its temple of the Tepeyac. The bishop, with tears in his eyes, told him,
Forgive me, my mother, for not believing.
We believe in your miracle, my mother.
Let's thank God for sending our loving mother, so perfect, model of total devotion, such a good messenger, and such an excellent and effective mother of ours.